with the the low carb days, then paired with depletion workouts, how do your carb days then respond even better because you're so
correct. So the whole idea is to get as flat as I can come Thursday morning, and the surprising thing is, so let's say by Thursday morning I'm very flat. Let's say I might drop to 96 kilos on 96 kilos first thing Thursday morning. What will happen by then is I'm extremely flat and I might have 5,500 calories by the end of the day. Believe it or not, I might even drop an extra kilo. You're that flat and your body's trying to catch up that it's not enough. It's not enough food. All those carbs tend to do two things. They tend to push everything out. So you push all that meat out of the intestines. So all that fibre and all those carbs tend to push everything out. Your metabolism starts racing, and then the second carb day is when I really start filling out. So the first day, it's not enough. So that's how flat I am, and that's the whole idea. So it's a good practice for when you actually deplete for a show, when you do a deplete and carb up for a show, because by Saturday I know that halfway during the day I start spilling over. So it's good practice because I know that, hey, come showtime, I know I can get away with 2 good carb days, and by the middle of the third day I'm start spilling over. So if I wanted to, then I could start saying, hey, I'll go fats and protein and minimise that water retention, or just start dropping water, and I'll drop that extra water. So you get to learn your body a lot, but I know that because I'm so flat, I can get away with a lot of calories. The leaner you get, the more the more sensitive you are, so you can have to take more carbs. Initially, I found that my weight actually went up the first day. So let's say if it was 96 on the Thursday, by the end of the carb day, the first day I'd probably be 99 kilos. I knew that I wasn't ready. I knew that I still had a lot of weight to lose, and that I wasn't that responsive. I wasn't flat enough. The leaner you get, the flatter you get. Okay, so I know that one carb day, bang, I actually drop weight. I actually look harder, but I get flatter. That means that means it's where I should be. I'm very sensitive. I'm very insulin sensitive at that stage, and I need more carbs. You see, but when you're carrying more body fat, you probably find that 3 days of having 2 carbs would make you fatter. So I'm getting at. Mm-hmm. So when I first did this 3, 4, 5 weeks ago, my third day was actually fats and protein because I knew I couldn't get away with a third day of high carbs. So now I can get away with even more carbs because I know that I'm still not full by Friday night. Okay. So it just takes practice really, but that's what carb cycle is very good. If you do that early enough, you get to learn your body very well. And as long as you're in tune with your body, you look at your body frequently, you can kind of make those assessments yourself. You start knowing, you look at your weak body parts, your good body parts will always be very lean. But you look at your weak body parts and you go, okay, look, it would look better yesterday, it's starting to spill over now. I know I've done too much carbs. That's how you know. Or if your face looks puffier, you know you've done too much carbs. Or maybe the wrong type of carbs.
Okay. So there's a difference. Like, it's not just a number, it's what you eat as well.
Absolutely. I think, and it depends on your back fat. So if your subscap is very lean, it means you tolerate carbs very well. And it depends how flat you are. So if you're very lean, you'll be able to tolerate carbs very well. It also goes by muscle mass too. Now, if you're a 60 kilo person, then 500 grams might spill you over. You get someone who's an endomorph, very insulin resistant, that's 500 grams of carbs will make him very fat, but someone who's very insulin sensitive, they'll make him actually leaner. So if someone's very insulin sensitive, those carbs will actually make that person leaner. But
so if you give them higher fat?
If an endomorph, yes, you give them more fats, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, if they're an ectomorph, you give them more carbs.
And sure. If they're trying to gain weight, opposite?
You can still gain weight, muscular weight, if you have fats and protein. In fact, I did that from the 2010 Mr. World to the 2011 Universe. I only had one carb meal every week, a Saturday night, for 18 months, 17 months. And my lean body mass still went up 2 kilos. So the theory you still need fats and protein, so you need carbs to grow is also wrong. I've had endomorphs gain 3-4 kilos of muscle within 10 weeks just by having fats and protein and no carbs at all, not for weeks on end. And they got stronger. But their hormone levels improved as well, because if someone's insulin resistant and you give them lots of carbs, their testosterone levels will drop because their blood sugar levels are high. So if your blood sugar levels are high, you'll usually have lower than normal testosterone levels. But if you're insulin sensitive, that person can have more carbs but they won't have high blood sugar levels. And so they can still have high testosterone levels. So I'm getting it. So, so the theory that you need carbs to grow is, yes, we do. If you're very lean, if you're 5%, you'll need a lot of carbs. If you're 15-20% body fat, you don't need carbs at all. Yeah. Doesn't mean you shouldn't have carbs, because you need carbs for thyroid function. So maybe once a week you'd have your carbs because you need it to for your thyroid levels, your TSH. You need some carbs to convert T4 to active T3. You see. Yep. But if someone's very fat, I wouldn't give them carbs. I'll just give them like organic butters, things that have a lot of iodine, selenium. A multivitamin has selenium. That will keep their thyroid functioning normal. But if you give someone no carbs indefinitely, you'll suppress their thyroid. Both male and female, for sure.